When did you realize being a good friend wasn't enough? My roommate, 23F, got pregnant in February, and she recently got married. At first, I was happy for her, but after she found out she was pregnant, everything changed. She started treating me badly. We had an agreement that she would pay half the rent until September, but she broke that promise. She said her fiancé didn't want her to work anymore and that she would be moving in with him. I understood her situation, but I was still left with all the rent. I'm 22 years old, a full-time student, and I work 2 part-time jobs just to pay my bills. I asked her if her fiancé, who has a lot of money, could help pay her part of the rent for a few months, but she said no. Because of that, I started struggling financially, but she still expected me to help pay for her bridal shower gift, bachelorette party, wedding gift, and even buy a bridesmaid dress. She also treated me poorly in other ways. One time, she got mad because I only spent 30 minutes getting ready for her bachelorette party. She wanted me to spend 3 hours doing my makeup and hair and said I didn't care about her because I got ready too fast. I thought that was unfair. Even though I was one of her bridesmaids, I was barely given any information about the wedding. I didn't know that the ceremony and the reception were 3 hours apart until 2 weeks before the wedding. Plus, the wedding location was already a 2-hour drive away from my home. I have a dog who is reactive, and I couldn't leave him with anyone or hire a sitter, so I told her I could only attend the ceremony. She got really mad and gave me a long lecture, but I wasn't trying to be difficult. I just didn't have options. She also never sent me an official wedding invitation. I didn't know about the rehearsal dinner or hotel stay until about a week before the wedding. She only mentioned them casually, and I had to ask for more details. I felt like I was always the last one to know things. Still, I tried to be a good friend. I had already said I would be a bridesmaid, and since she was pregnant, I figured her mood swings might just be from hormones. I didn't want to make her feel worse. But then, just days before the wedding, she texted me a long message complaining that I hadn't called her that week to congratulate her. I was busy with school finals and working a lot. Plus, I had congratulated her many times already. I was really confused and overwhelmed. On the day of the wedding, my boyfriend and I were driving to the event when we got into a 4-car accident. It was raining and the roads were slippery. Thankfully, we weren't seriously hurt, but we were shocked and stranded on the side of the highway. I messaged the bride right away and told her what happened. She didn't ask if I was okay. Instead, she told me to leave my boyfriend at the crash and take an Uber to the wedding. I couldn't believe it. There was no way I was going to leave him alone to deal with a car accident. After that, I realized I didn't want to go to the wedding anymore. I had been disrespected and ignored for months, and this was the final straw. I messaged her to say I was sorry, but that I wouldn't be coming. She replied by telling me to never talk to her again. She also never paid me for the last month of rent that she promised she would. Now, I keep thinking about everything that happened and wondering if I did something wrong. But after everything she put me through, I honestly don't think I did. I was trying to be a good friend, but it felt like she didn't care about me at all.